This is Todd Strange from the band I Am, and you are watching CMS TV. Yeah.
From the self-titled release from 1987, it's Whitesnake with Children of the Night. And, you know, David Coverdale kind of on his last legs as a, lead vocalist. He's been kind of, hit miss the last few years. And, let's just face it, the guy's old.
Did you change something?
No, why?
Because you're echoing in my ears bad.
All right. No, I didn't do a thing.
All right. I don't know. Weird. All right, go ahead. I can live.
All right. But anyway, this kind of reminds me of like the Bon Jovi story from early part of the 90s where Bon Jovi cut his hair.
Oh, yeah, I saw this. I was like, whatever, dude.
This is like such a non-story, but we're going to cover it because of the ridiculousness of it.
Cutting edge journalism going over there with Eddie Trunk.
I know. Of course, Eddie and Jim Florentine and Don Jameson have tried to revive their chemistry, if you will, with their new podcast called That Rocks.
That rocks, man.
That rocks.
Yeah.
And they got David Coverdale to give them an interview.
Mm-hmm.
And he talked about cutting his hair.
What a great topic.
Cutting his long locks. How old is David Coverdale? He's
70 something.
He's like 70 something. So this is news.
Yeah, imagine that. How about asking him, anything more relevant than that? He was born in 1951, so he is 71 years old.
All right, so he's 70 plus.
Yeah.
And we're talking about cutting his hair.
Oh, great question, Ed.
But the thing is that when he did his solo album back in, what was it, the early part of the 2000s?
Yeah.
He was sporting a short hairdo at that time as well, wasn't he?
People don't remember that, Neely. That Rocks is getting to the bottom of things.
Because he cut his hair.
It's a good question.
In a new interview with That Rocks, the weekly YouTube series, I never thought about doing a YouTube video.
YouTube? You can do that? Wow.
I thought you needed corporate sponsorship to do something.
Yeah. I'm sure he's looking for it.
Sure. Hosted by Eddie Trunk, Jim Florentine, and Don Jameson, I like the fact that they throw Deep Purple in that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know that that's part of his legacy, but
sure.
Do people recognize David Coverdale for his Deep Purple contributions?
Only old people.
That's my point.
Yeah.
I mean, people know David Coverdale for Tawny Katane and Whitesnake.
Yeah, Whitesnake's the band. Nobody...
Yeah, that's the thing. It's just like, oh yeah, we're banging that hot chick on the hood of the Jaguars.
Dude, I mean, what you don't spend all your time talking about the 3 whole years that he was in Deep Purple?
Yeah,
3 years out of 50.
He was like on Burn, man, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Something
he was
like
on
that.
Come Taste the Band.
He was like in Deep Purple, version 3 or whatever.
Yeah, Mach 3.
Mach 3.
Yeah, he was in Mach 3.
Yeah. People don't remember David Coverdale as far as his involvement with Deep Purple.
Not really. I don't know. I mean, he had his moment. Stormbringer, wasn't he on that?
Yeah. But my point is that wasn't his like most defining moment. People don't go, man, David Coverdale was like the shit in Deep Purple.
Yeah, and it wasn't Deep Purple's highest moment either.
Yeah, that was never, I mean, he was the fill-in guy.
Yeah. I will say though, the Burn album is pretty fucking great.
Well, it's not that it wasn't good or anything, but that's not his defining moment.
No, not at all.
The obviously Saints and Sinners and the stuff that he did as Whitesnake under Slow and Easy and all that stuff, which launched his career under the Whitesnake name from a commercial standpoint.
Yeah,
that's what people remember.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He had a couple of hits with Deep Purple. Let's just call it. He had Burn. He had Mistreated. Right? Isn't Mistreated him? I think it is. I've been mistreated.
But the thing is he wasn't the standout performer. Nobody went, oh, isn't that David Coverdale? They went, oh, this is the latest from Deep Purple.
Yeah.
But as David Coverdale, the personality, vocalist, singer, musician, yada yada yada, he's known for Whitesnake.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's kind of what I'm trying to say is that former Deep Purple and current Whitesnake current Whitesnake
frontman for the last 40 years. Yeah,
that's exactly right. 40 years.
3 years Deep Purple, 40 years of Whitesnake, but we'll go with the Deep Purple.
Yeah, we'll throw the Deep Purple reference in there.
Yeah.
Opened up about his decision to change his trademark look, with the singer now sporting a cropped hairstyle.
Very important.
His blonde color for shades of gray.
Very important.
This is a big story.
Well, got to give it to Ed. He can literally throw dog shit out there and get coverage for it.
Okay. I saw a picture of myself the other day from Deep Purple days, and I had these fucking huge burners going. Burners?
All right.
David said, as transcribed by Blabbermouth, it was dangerous to light a split near them, I think.
Is that why they're burners? Because they might catch on fire?
Is he talking about his long hair? I'm
thinking he's talking about his long hair.
Yeah.
His burners.
His burners.
Yeah.
I've been tempting to do it for a while now. Not that it doesn't grow back.
Yeah. Well, he is 70. It might not grow back.
And last year was such a challenging year. I was on so much medication that it really crisped my hair.
Killer Miller says that's sideburns.
Sideburns? Okay. I look like a terrible Norwegian death metal band or something that never heard of conditioners. So it was the perfect time to embrace the gray.
Oh, thank God.
The 71-year-old Coverdale continued, what was amazing was to try to find somebody with the balls to actually cut the hair.
Get the fuck out of here. You know what? Throw me $200. I'll cut your fucking hair.
I can't cut that hair. That's iconic hair. God damn it.
Give me $50. I'll bring a brawn to your house. Shave your ass bald. I don't give a fuck. Why would a barber care?
How about a Floby?
Yeah, Floby. That's perfect. I was no mess.
I'll take a Floby to your head. God damn it.
What a stupid answer to a stupid question.
So this is just ridiculous. But because it was announced that there would be a potential death threats.
Oh, shut up. Shut up. From who?
Death threats.
Death threats from who?
What? Minivan driving, moms? Middle-aged moms?
Yeah, the shampoo company gonna fucking threaten you?
Yeah,
come on, death threats.
I don't think you got a Prowl commercial out of this, did you?
I didn't see this interview, but I hope he was kidding. I hope he didn't really say that there were death threats about his haircut.
But it's fun, and I'm enjoying it. It's fun and cute. It's fun.
He's gone full chick.
I know.
Jesus.
Remember how chicks used to get the bob and they go, it's so fun and cute.
Yeah.
It's like, no, now I don't want to fuck you anymore.
That's right. Good point, Gary. Eddie Trunk asked the tough questions. Good point.
If I had a chick and she cut her hair into a bob, I would be so fucking pissed.
Yeah.
I would just be so pissed. Wrinkled snake.
Wrinkled snake.
All right. David went on to say that he has another hair appointment.
Oh, good.
Eddie Trunk and Jim Florentine and the other unfunny guy,
Don Jameson.
Todd Jameson, were talking about hair appointments.
Yeah.
All right. David went on to say that he has another hair appointment scheduled for later this week. Finally, I need a cut, which I never thought I'd hear myself say, he said. But
I was wondering.
I got my hairdresser flying in on Sunday. So can't find anybody to cut his hair up there in the up in the Reno, Nevada area.
No, you got to fly him in.
I guess.
Can you imagine spending $10,000 on a fucking haircut?
Oh, well, Bill Clinton did.
Yeah, sure he did.
Which I never thought I'd hear myself say, but I've got my hairdresser flying in on Sunday. So next time we speak, I'll be freshly coiffed.
Oh, thank God.
The hairdresser is flying in from Los Angeles. It's a modest flight. It's a short flight. And he's a doll, too. I'm starting to worry about David Coverdale.
What is wrong with him?
He was banging Tawny Katane, and he's referring to his hairdresser as a doll.
I think he's come the last bits of testosterone out of him. Jesus, really?
Wow. This is what we're talking about, is hair?
Yeah.
The girl who did the original cut is a charming girl in Reno. Well, you live right outside of Reno, David, so what's the problem? And she had the balls to cut it off, David added.
Please.
And I'm going, Jesus Christ, son of a bitch. What are you maggots doing?
Look, here. If David Coverdale today was wearing a t-shirt and a pair of jeans and walked into Supercuts, is anybody going to recognize him?
No.
No one is going to recognize him. All those 20-year-olds have no idea who David Coverdale is.
Nope.
Whitesnake hasn't had a hit in 25 fucking years, if not longer than that.
Longer.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time. You know, and shit like Shut Up and Kiss Me, not that good. Not the kind of stuff that any average person would have heard. Stop with the having the balls to cut your hair. You know, you're not David Coverdale in 1987 again there, pal. It's over. Stop it.
Jesus Christ.
That's right.
Son of a bitch. What the hell are you faggots doing?
No kidding.
Thank you, Anthony.
Yeah, no kidding. Jeez, oh man.
It's just they don't have the balls.
Yeah, to cut somebody's hair? Please.
The girl who did the original cut is a charming girl in Reno, and she had the balls to actually cut it off.
Thank God.
David added, and I'm going, Jesus Christ, son of a bitch. Sitting in a chair. I was up here with hair, and it was seriously long at that time. David lost his hair slow and easy. Wow. It was such a compelling interview.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Coverdale says he has no misgivings about his new look. David, you could grow it out anytime you want.
Or he could do bro it.
Yeah.
Just put on a wig. No one would know or care.
I'm sorry to piss people off, but I am who I am. Thank you, Popeye. I am who I am.
What a cutting edge interview.
I know. This is just awful.
I'm going to have to subscribe to that show.
Could you imagine you and I having this discussion with anybody? No. It's just like, dude, you cut the locks. What's the story here?
Yeah.
Seriously, man.
Do you feel like a new you, David?
Really?
Ugh.
Is the bob short and fun and cute?
Mm-hmm. Does your current 25-year-old run her hands through your hair and go,
right.
Ooh, I like the shortcut. Ooh, come on. Are you fucking kidding? David Coverdale. This guy got more pussy in the 80s than a fucking gynecologist, and he's
he'd probably still get a lot of pussy.
Of course, and he's worried about his fucking haircut. I got to fly in my hairdresser that's got enough balls to cut my hair. Shut up. Come back to Earth. Holy smokes.
Whitesnake canceled several European shows last summer and pulled out of previously announced North American tour with the Scorpions last fall due to Coverdale's continued treatment for his persistent upper respiratory infection, i.e. my vocal cords are shot.
COVID.
Sure it is.
I bet it was COVID.
Was it?
I bet it was. He fucking had an upper respiratory infection for 9 months or something. Fuck out of here. COVID.
Okay. On June 28th of 2022, Whitesnake scrapped 3 shows on its spring-summer European tour due to Coverdale's infection of his sinus and his trachea, i.e.
God damn it, Jeff. That's funny.
He does it in the undercover of the night, the Rolling Stones.
It's in the still of the night.
In the still of the night. I can hear the locks hitting the ground as the scissors go clip, clip, clip. Stop it already.
Too funny.
Yeah. 3 days later, the rest of the trek was also called off. At the time, David blamed the decision on continuing health challenges, doctor's orders, and our concern for everyone's health and safety.
Yeah, which if it wasn't COVID, then what would it be?
Right.
You don't do you close down work for fucking upper respiratory infections? I don't think so. Not for 8 months.
Right.
What a bad storyteller.
David was not the first member of Whitesnake to fall ill during the group's spring-summer 2022 European tour. Guitarist Reb Beach missed several shows on the trek in June of 2022 after being under the weather. On June 25th, Whitesnake canceled his show at the Rock Imperium Festival in Spain due to the fact that drummer Tommy Aldridge, who's like 105, went down and was bad enough at the time to have missed the first show ever in his career.
Yeah.
Whitesnake launched its farewell tour on May 10th of 2022, which has been over a year at Dublin, Ireland, 3 Arena. The band's 14 song set, 14 songs, which was part of the European tour with a special guest Europe and co-headliner Foreigner. Wow. Whitesnake's integral performance with the group's 2 latest additions, keyboardist, guitarist, and backing vocalist Dino
Jalusic.
Yeah. And bassist Tanya O'Callahan.
Yeah.
All right. Isn't this Dino guy the one that sounds just like Coverdale?
Yeah, exactly. They could have him sing them.
Yeah.
Probably were.
Yeah. Coverdale had both his knees replaced with titanium in 2017 after suffering more degenerative arthritis. He later explained that he was in so much pain with arthritis in his knees that it hampered his ability to perform live. Prior to the pandemic, Whitesnake had been touring in support of its latest album, Flesh and Blood, which was released in 2019. On April 28th, Whitesnake released Legacy Retrospective, Still Good to Be Bad. The collective was made available, blah, blah, blah.
I like this one the best, though. A black cat moans when he's burning with a fever.
Exactly.
Holy smokes, the fans are fucking hitting home runs tonight.
Oh. And this is what Eddie Trunk and his crew talked to David Coverdale about his hair and his stylist and his hair appointments and the fact that he cut it short, all this other shit.
I hope it's available so I can still hear it. I don't want to miss that.
All right. Yeah. Well, this is the first time that David Coverdale cut his hair because released a solo release. I think it was like in 2000 or 2002.
Yeah.
Maybe you could find it.
Find what?
His solo. He took a.
Yeah, I remember that solo. It wasn't very good.
No, it wasn't good, but he had his hair cut at that point. This isn't anything new. He did this before.
Yeah. Let me find a good open image, new tab.
Because I have it hanging on my wall. He sent me a signed, promo photo.
He sent me a promo.
Yeah, he sent me a promo photo that was autographed and signed. It's up here on my wall over here. I can't reach it because it's kind of high up. But I would show it here on the camera. Yeah, there you go, right there. Into the light.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Well, maybe Eddie interviewed him for this time too. Last time he cut his hair.
So that's not new. There's nothing new about that.
And so cut my hair slow and easy.
Right.
Shampoo my head slow and easy. Come on. Fuck out of here with this shit. If David did an interview on your show and he just started talking about all this, what would you guys say or do?
It's like, David, is this an issue with you?
Yeah, I think we'd let him go for a little bit. But if it went this long, like what we were just reading, we'd be like, dude, come on. Or one of us would cut in and with a question. I think one of us would cut in with a question.
Yeah.
Or make some way to make a pussy reference or something. He'd be talking about fucking getting his hairstylist brought in and be like, does that get you more pussy? What?
Yeah.
We'd have to go there.
Yeah, you're 71 years old. You flew your hairstylist in from Los Angeles when a girl from Reno, which is just like miles from your home.
Yeah. Holy Hollywood, David. Jesus. I get it. You can afford to, but geez. Stop it. Wow. Wow, how brave, Mr. Coverdale.
I agree.
Dude, real quick, since we were talking about Deep Purple here. Steve Morse left Deep Purple, right?
I was not aware of that.
Yeah, Steve Morse has left Deep Purple.
All right. So he was with them, like 20 years?
Yeah, a long time.
Yeah, he was in there longer than Blackmore.
Mm-hmm. He was. But he left Deep Purple about a year ago, I guess.
Okay.
And I could be wrong on this. Don't hold me to it, but I would have swore he said that he was leaving so he could do more time with family and he was tired of touring and he was just kind of done, right?
All right.
Well, he's on tour again as the Steve Morse Band.
The thing is that when people make these proclamations that, well, I'm stepping away from my my main project to spend more time with family.
Right. Well, Jackal's saying that his wife has stage 4 cancer.
All right. Well, perhaps.
But he's on tour anyway.
Well, regardless of that. But Joey Kramer from Aerosmith, quote unquote, stepped away from the band because his wife did pass away.
Mm-hmm.
But, Aerosmith announced a tour to start in September.
Right.
His wife passed away a while ago, but he's still not part of it.
Well, no, he's still grieving.
Is it?
I don't know.
See, I hate this kind of.
I'm sure that's what the publicist would say.
I know. You and I.
Yeah.
We know people in the business, and we know how these stories, publicists announce certain.
They lie.
Yeah, it's a lie. But they have to make up a story that is quote unquote believable.
Yeah. They just can't say this guy's 70 years old. He doesn't want to do it anymore. No matter how glamorous you think Aerosmith is.
Right.
This guy doesn't want to fly around from city to city.
Or he's like Peter Criss and he's not capable of banging out the skins anymore.
So, he's spending time with his family and his children.
It's just like, dude, he's played out.
Yeah.
One of the people that I have to admire, and this goes back again to Dokken, is Mick Brown. He just goes, you know what? I can't do this anymore.
Yeah, fuck it,
My
I'm done.
body hurts. My joints are aching. I got arthritis. I just can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
And he just bowed out.
He said, I'm out of here.
Yeah, and literally bowed out.
Yeah. No 10
then-
comebacks, just gone.
No, and since then, nobody's heard from the guy. He sold his drums. He was just like, I'm fucking out. I'm done. I'm over. I have zero interest in being involved anymore. And he just fucking just cut everybody off.
Yeah. He said, fuck it, I'm out.
But this whole publicist thing with, oh, well, you know, he's spending time with family and he's trying to regroup and he's trying to do this, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Why don't you just say, the guy's played out. I'm done.
Yeah, he's done with it. He doesn't because that tarnishes the Aerosmith brand.
Does it?
Yeah, it makes. Well, why don't you want to be an Aerosmith? It's such a great job. That's what it is.
It's like I can't do it anymore. I'm just not capable. I'm 70 years old. I can't bang the drums anymore.
Yeah,
I'm just not.
I'm not living on the edge, as they say.
I'm just not physically capable of banging the skins anymore.
That's right. I'm walking another way.
Right.
So anyway, back to Steve Morse.
Yeah.
Steve Morse is touring with the Steve Morse Band. All I want you to do here, I think we could probably wrap the show with this.
Okay.
Simple game. Steve Morse is coming to here in Cleveland. A little club called the Music Box. Now, this is where I've seen the Babies play, and they get some small bands, small but known bands playing there. Okay? Steve Morse, of course, he was in Deep Purple, he was in Kansas, he was in the Dixie Dregs. What do you think the cost is for a ticket to see Steve Morse Band?
Well, what is he playing? I mean, I got to be honest with you. I am not familiar with Steve Morse music.
Yeah, I guess he'll play some Kansas and Deep Purple and Dixie Dregs, I guess. Okay. I don't know.
All right, so he's going to play some cover tunes.
Yeah.
I can't tell you what it is, but I'm going to tell you what I would pay.
Okay, what would you pay? We'll start with what would you pay, and then what you think it is.
$15.
Okay, $15 is what you would pay.
Correct.
What do you think the actual cost is?
How big is the music box?
Probably 300 people.
I'm going to say
it's a dinner club. It's like a dinner club. Like, I mean, you don't get dinner with your ticket, but you sit at a table and you can order food and drinks.
Is there a drink minimum with this?
There is not.
Okay, so it's just a ticket.
It's just a ticket to go see Steve Morse Band. 300
seat club, Steve Morse Band, music box, no 2 drink minimum, nothing. Just a ticket? Boy, I'm going to guess $60.
You're right on it. 55 in advance, 65 day of show.
All right.
That's just ridiculous.
I would agree. Would I pay that? No.
That's just a crazy number
it's
for Steve Morse.
Yeah. If I were to go, if I had any interest to go or pre-buy a ticket or whatever, $15.
Yeah, that's about what I was thinking too. Because I looked at it, I got the email and said, "Hey, Steve Morse Band." I was like, you know what? I wouldn't mind going to hear some of those Deep Purple songs, maybe. You know, but my thought was 100% in the theory of, yeah, because it'll be cheap, you know. And I know, Kelly likes that old shit. So
sure, why not?
So I was like, and if it's $15, $20, I'll get 2 tickets. We'll go. We'll have a little dinner there and make it like a dinner and a concert type night. $65 a ticket. Fuck you.
Not for that. No way.
Well, so that led me to going through some of these other things on their website. I'm gonna read you a couple more of these things because you're gonna fucking laugh when you hear some of this stuff. It's just ticket prices across the board are just stupid now. So here's one for you. Oh no, this is a cheap one. Where is it at? I'm not finding the one I wanted. But all right, I'm not finding it. I'm not going to waste everybody's time looking for it. Bottom line is they have bands that are sort of known, but not really known. And they're still charging like $50. And some tribute bands, they're charging like $50, $60. And they're not like Leonid or whatever. That's like a national touring, well-respected band. It's like local Cleveland Queen tribute. That was one where is it at? It was 3 guys doing Michael Stanley music. Like 3 of the guys that were in the Michael Stanley band.
Okay, so they were legitimately in the Michael.
They were in the Michael Stanley band at some point. And I think the tickets for that were like $50 fucking bucks. I was like, wait a minute. It's they're singing the other guy's songs. They weren't the singer. It just, I don't know. Concert tickets have really gotten fucking stupid these days.
Well, again, it's the consumer who is at fault here. I mean, you can offer everything you want all day long, but if nobody buys it.
Yeah. Well, here's one. Billy Bob Thornton and the Boxmasters.
All right, so he's a movie star.
He's a movie star.
Yeah. So if you want to see a movie star up close, you're not going there because of his music.
No.
You're going there because you want to see a legitimate movie star up close. Somebody who was married to what's her face?
I don't know who he's married to.
No, he was married to that Angelina Jolie.
Billy Bob Thornton?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he was
Brad Pitt.
No. He was married to her before Brad Pitt.
Thornton wives. I didn't know that. Yeah, I guess so. Look at that. God, they must have. Good for him. That's some good pussy back in 2000.
Well, that's the whole thing. But, the thing between those two is that they wore a vial of blood.
That's right. Yeah, I do remember that now.
Remember
Jesus, this motherfucker likes getting married. Holy shit. He has 6 wives.
Yeah. He was the best bad Santa ever, but
he's great at bad Santa.
Yeah, but the whole marriage thing, it's just like, holy shit.
He was married to Melissa Lee Gatlin from 78 to 80, then Tony Lawrence from 86 to 88, then Cinda Williams from 90 to 92, then Pietra Dawn Cherniak from 93 to 97, then Angelina Jolie from 2000 to 2003, now Connie Angland from 2014 to present. Holy smokes, dude. God, his alimony, that's got to just hurt him. That's just got to hurt him to write 5 alimony checks. Oh, that's got to suck.
Good luck there, Mr. Woodcock.
Yeah, no wonder he's doing that fucking awful Goliath show. Needs his bread.
So he got Angelina Jolie
in her prime.
At her prime before she banged out kids and was, tied up with Brad Pitt. And,
good for him.
Adopted children from diverse, locations.
Well, good for him.
Yeah.
Now, would you like to guess his cost for his tickets?
Well, Billy Bob Thornton, Sling Blade, Bad Santa, Mr. Woodcock.
Mr. Woodcock.
Mr. Woodcock. $55.
Wow, you're dead on it. $48 58 and 68, depending on where you sit in the place.
All right.
And day of show, 58, 68, 78.
All right.
So not bad.
$55.
So are you saying that's reasonable, or is that still ridiculous? I say it's still ridiculous.
It's ridiculous, but if people are into the whole Hollywood, I want to see a bona fide, actor in front of me at a stage.
See, I'd have to translate this to Comic-Con. I got to get a picture with them for that money.
Yeah, of course, and I agree with you. It's the whole thing that I was at Bad Santa show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I get that's like who was here recently, and I don't know what the tickets cost, but I was like, what in the fuck are people doing? He sold it out. He sold out fucking the MGM, the casino, the Roxino.
Right.
Charlie Sheen.
Okay. But he's a train wreck, so
yeah.
So I would assume that people would, obviously Charlie Sheen is a actor.
Yeah.
And he's, his debut as an actor was, I believe,
Platoon, maybe?
Ferris Bueller's Day Off, when he was like the druggy guy.
Okay.
And then obviously he went on to 2.5 Men and the other, what was it, Platoon? Was he
Platoon he was in?
Yeah, and
Men at Work.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did that movie with Emilio.
Yeah.
I mean, he's done movies. He's done
he's done a bunch of movies. He's done
TV too.
And then he went off the rails with the whole winning.
Yeah. I just was like
chicken dinner.
I just was like, who the fuck is buying these tickets?
And then he announced he had AIDS.
Yeah.
And
Major League, good point. Navy SEALs.
Major League. I mean, but the point is that he's a known guy.
Mm-hmm.
What is he bringing to the stage?
Who knows? That would be my question of what am I paying for?
Yeah.
Is he going to tell me stories? What?
Well, is he doing the whole Charlie Sheen tour where he's just going to go, I was in Hollywood and this is bullshit and this is what I endured and this is what they wanted me to do? And I mean, is he gonna spill the dirt?
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea.
So he's coming to this.
He played at the MGM.
Okay,
and sold it out, 2,500 tickets.
Okay, so you're asking me what the price was?
No, I'm just making a general comment. People will go see anybody that's famous.
Yeah.
That's really because like Mike Tyson was here doing a spoken word tour. Mike Tyson speaking.
Okay.
The guy barely speaks English. I mean, it's like people will go see anything now.
Well, because they want to rub elbows with the famous.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know.
That's the whole thing. Is it doesn't matter what they bring to the table. It's just like, dude, I saw Billy Bob Thornton. I saw, Mike Tyson.
I guess.
Saw blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
For the chance that they may or may not meet them and go, yeah, I got an autograph and a picture, dude.
Here's me and Iron Mike.
Yeah.
Making the fist.
Yeah, look, he's got the tattoo just like in The Hangover.
Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I'm just astounded seeing these things now that are popping up everywhere. I'm just
people are enamored with fame. Yeah.
It's just pathetic. For me, it's pathetic. I cannot imagine being such a star fucker that I need to see Charlie Sheen tell stories or Mike Tyson tell stories. My mom went to Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
She went and saw Mike Tyson. That's how I know about it. But I don't know. It's just not my thing. I think we're spoiled.
Well, of course, Mike Tyson had his mansion over there, just kind of east of you.
I delivered fucking a stone lion to him.
Did you?
Yep.
For what?
He bought these 2 stone lions, and my delivery. I was working a very part-time job at this moving company over in Northfield, and he hired our company to bring him the 2 stone lions. So we brought him the lions, set him up outside the front of his gate, met him. He gave each one of us $100 tip.
All right.
He was nice. I mean, he's a nice guy, but yeah, good point, Norm. Ricky Rackman out there on tour.
Yeah, he is. He's doing a spoken word tour. I saw the announcements here in the Chicago area that he's playing at the Onesti venues.
Okay.
Des Plaines Theater and Arcata Theater. He's just doing like telling stories, I guess.
Yeah, well, good for him. See the hands that beat Robin Givens. That's not very nice, Gary. Jesus. It's not nice at all. It's true, but it's not nice.
So yeah, and I can't even imagine for the life of me that Ricky Rackman could tell stories to fill an arena or a small theater to go, what is it is that he's going to bring to the table to go, oh my God, really?
Well, I've heard that it's a good show. Toomey went to it, and he told me it was a really good show with Rackman. He says like 2.5 hours.
Really?
Like, damn, that's a lot of stories. I guess he does like the whole multimedia and everything with it. Like, he brings up different videos and pictures and shit. I don't know. I mean, I didn't see it, but I know it's already been through here. Like he played at I don't know what you call that. He spoke at the Winchester.
Okay.
He went, and that holds, maybe 200 people, maybe.
You were there.
Yeah. I mean, was that hold 200, I think?
Yeah, about 200.
Yeah. So, all right, let's get the fuck out of here. Enough
all
of
right.
these starfuckers.
We're talking about Ricky Rackman and people just out there capitalizing on their fame, whether it's Billy Bob Thornton or whoever it is. I think the best way to end the show is with David Bowie with Fame.
Works for me. You don't want to do the Methods of Mayhem version?
No. No. I think Fame from David Bowie is probably apropos.
Sure. Well, let me do my quick plugs first before we get out of here.
All right.
Monday, I'm doing double duty again with both Seth Williams show and Chris Aiken Presents.
Seth, I wish you would find your own real co-host.
Well,
I'm tired of you just glomming on to what I've built over the last 25 years.
Well, he's working on it because he knows I'm not the permanent.
Seth, you're glomming on to my co-host.
Oh, no, he ain't. Because I'm not glomming back. I am very part-timing for the moment while he gets his shit together with that. But
all right.
We will be having Joel Holkstra of Whitesnake on the show.
What?
Yeah, Joel Holkstra will be joining us live.
Are you talking about David Coverdale's shorter Bob?
He might have got his hair cut too. We'll have to see. And if he does, believe me, I'll bring it right up. Did you fly in your stylist, Joel?
Right.
So we're going to have him on. And then 2 hours later, we will be on Chris Aiken Presents. Eric and I will be speaking with ex-Crowbar bassist, one of the original Crowbars, one of the slow and fat guys.
One of the originals.
Right, one of the slow and fat guys with Todd Strange. Sexy T will be on.
All right.
To talk about his new band, I Am, with 2 of the guys from Type O and with Kirk from Crowbar. So it's like his return.
Well, I'm glad his heart isn't overtaxed.
That's right. Well, he looks like he's healthier than he used to be.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Maybe that's why he left Crowbar, is to get in shape, get healthier. So,
right.
We'll see. But that's what I'll be doing. So if you want more of my bullshit, it'll be there on Monday.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to get out of here. We're going to leave you with David Bowie's from his Young Americans release with some Fame, because people are so enamored with the Fame.
That's right.
And they'll pay money for that.
That's right.
I wish I was famous enough for people to pay money for this.
Hey, $5 a month.
I know that's an expensive toll to pay.
That's right.
All right. Well, we're going to get out of here. So until next Saturday night, this is Neely along with my very good friend,
Chris Agan.
And we're gone.
Bye, kids.